What's up, Hyperdrivers? Today I'm super pumped because I got a new Darth Revan lightsaber to take a look at. Let's get to this. Welcome back, my friends, to another lightsaber unboxing video. I am the MEDINALORIAN, here to show you all the cool Star Wars collectibles that you could be adding to your collection. If you like Star Wars like I do, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can jump to light speed every week with us right here on the Hyperdrive. All right, as you saw in the intro, inside this heavenly box of goodness is the Darth Revan Lightsaber. Now, this is the second Darth Revan Lightsaber I got, and it's one that I've been looking to get. It's because I want to replace the one that I have from Hasbro. This is the Black Series Force Effects Elite version of the Darth Revan lightsaber. So I'll compare it a little bit to this one so you guys can see the size difference on it in this video. But we're also going to unbox it. I'm going to show you all the cool stuff that you get with this lightsaber. We're going to take it outside, do a spin test on it, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts and opinions on it and let you know if this one's worth picking up. So I got this one over at Nsabers, and it normally runs $399 for your entry-level NeoPixel. But the way I picked this one up right here, it's $529. It's because I got the Profi board installation, so I could do my own customization on it. If you like what you see at Nsabers, I have a discount code. Use the code MEDINALORIAN at checkout. They have a lot of cool lightsabers that have just dropped. They did 2 of the Star Killer lightsabers, the original Star Killer lightsaber from part 1, and then the second one, the one that he had in part 2, which I have my eyeball on. And even better, they got the latest Anakin Skywalker from episode 2. I haven't seen one made like that before, and they have it on their website right now. So again, if you like the stuff that's on their website, use the code MEDINALORIAN at checkout, and I left a link in the description below for you guys to get to it. One more thing before I unbox this. The sound fonts that you're going to hear in this video did not come with the lightsaber stock. I bought them over at Kyberphonics because I wanted to have a slew of Old Republic sound fonts and colors to add to this lightsaber because this is special to me. This is one of my favorite lightsabers from the Old Republic, so I wanted to get something really awesome. That's why I went with the Profi board version. So I'll leave a link for you guys to get to Kyberphonics. It's the Old Republic sound fonts. They give you all the different people. So you get like Malik, you get Revan, you get Bastila Shan, and a whole bunch of others. So it's really, really cool, and that's what you're going to hear and see in this video. All right, so let's get this thing unboxed. All right, so if you decide to go with the NeoPixel version of this lightsaber, you're going to get a case like this. This comes with all of the NeoPixel lightsabers that Nsabers offers, and I like the cases a lot because, you know, you get the handle, it's a hard case, and it's something you could take with you to cons, you know, and it just makes it easier for toting around your lightsaber when you want to do some cosplaying and stuff like that, right? So I dig that. So you got this latch system that they have. Pop these open, and then there you go. This is how it comes inside. You can see right there real quick. We're gonna get through everything right here though. All right, so first up, you get your charging adapter right here for your battery, because the battery is removable on this one. You can take and plug that into a brick, and then, you know, you got your outlet and you can charge your batteries up and get ready for your lightsaber duel. You also get a set of tools. You get the Allen wrenches, and then you also get a screwdriver, which I'm going to explain why you have that for this one in a little bit. You get some instructions to show you how to use the lightsaber. That is very beneficial, so you don't mess anything up. All right, you get a display stand, and I've put these together before on the on the other videos that I've done. These are real nice if you don't have, you know, display stand like I have behind me. You get now, this is new, all right, so you get an Nsabers like metal plaque right there that you can display. Okay, this is also new. I haven't had this before. You get a set of gloves. This would have been really cool with the Palpatine lightsaber that I unboxed, because when you have something with all kinds of chrome on it and you don't want to get your thumbprints on it and everything, you can be like Michael Jackson and wear your glove. Bedazzle it if you want to. But yeah, this would be very beneficial for like lightsabers that have a lot of chrome on it. It's because those are notoriously bad for thumbprints and everything. This is cool though. I like that it's an option now. So you get that. You get a blade plug. All right. This is pretty much the blade plug that you get with almost all the Nsabers. I think I haven't got a different one. You get a blade. Okay, this blade that you get with it is probably like 32 inches more than likely. Yeah, almost 33 inches long, and it's a 1-inch blade, I think. Yeah, 1-inch blade. Yeah, 1-inch by 33-inch blade is what you're going to get with this one. and then you get the hilt. All right, so let's take a close-up look at the Revan lightsaber from Nsabers. So this one here has an aluminum finish to it. It's got your Corvatec wheel right there so that you could attach it to your belt. All right. You don't really have to worry about thumbprints with this one. It's because, like I said, it's got kind of like aluminum, stainless steel type of look to it. You know, so don't have to worry about that. It's got a nice feel in the hands for my size hand. Although these fangs here, they do protrude out a little bit more and they dig into your hand when you're holding it. So, you know, you got to kind of like find the right spot to grip it. All right. So that's where your grips are. There's your switches. You got a 2-button switch system. All right, and then there's your emitter section with the fangs just like in the game. All right, and there's a look down the emitter. Just like with all of the other NeoPixel lightsabers they have, there's some LEDs in here so that it will light up your blade plug, and you don't have to have a NeoPixel blade plug in order for that to work. All right, so that's how that looks. Before I pop it open, let me compare it over here to the Hasbro version, which you can see the Hasbro version is a lot bigger. I mean, I could barely get my hands around it. And on this one, I can almost wrap my thumb to my pointer finger, to my middle finger. You see, I could barely get it around on that one. So this one's definitely a lot chunkier. This one has more of a brushed aluminum look to it on the Hasbro one. I believe the fangs move a little bit. Yeah, they do on this one. And then, you know, you have some really cool features with this one, like you're able to take the kyber crystal out of it, and you have the ability to change the color on this one, which is a little bit different than the other. It's also a 2-button system. So, I mean, it does have its good stuff that the Hasbro one has, but I just like the size of these smaller ones here. These custom lightsabers, just, they're easier to handle in the hand. They just feel more realistic, like what you would hold, like what you would see in the movies and in the video games. So, all right, so that's why I'm replacing this one, and this one's going to probably go up for sale real soon. So if you want it, let me know, you know, because I'm going to be letting it go. So this is the, again, the Nsabers. So now this one is a NeoPixel. So you pop this thing open here on the back. Okay. And then your chassis slides out. Here's your chassis. So the chassis has this cool connector here, so you don't got to worry about, you know, trying to find the right direction of things. You do want to mark it a little bit, like I did that. I marked it just before I pulled it out so that it's easier for me to get it back in when I, you know, in the right direction. But you can pretty much see that there's 2 different sides and it only goes in one way. So it's not difficult. You have a charging system right here if you want to do it that way with a mini USB, but you can also take and remove the battery and then just put it into a charging system if you want to do that. So that works. Now, getting to the board and the chip and the card to be able to put your sound fonts on here is a little bit fun. It's a little bit of a chore. You have to unscrew, and that's why they give you a screwdriver, these 4 screws here on this side of the chassis. It splits open, and then it gives you access to the board, and then you can remove the card and add your sound fonts and, you know, take and program your board for whatever it is you want the lightsaber to do. So you can really get very intricate in your design of the lightsaber and the way it sounds and how it looks and everything. So, like for example, I used some sound fonts from Kyberphonics, but then I also wanted this really epic Darth Revan sounding music that the Samuel Kim released. So I downloaded that one and then added it to it here, and now I have that sound font to play on my lightsaber when I want to use it. So I think that's kind of cool. Makes it kind of unique, you know? All right, so let's pop the blade in here and I'll show you some of the things this thing can do. All right, so I got the blade installed. It requires 2 Allen screws. One of them is right over here and then the other one right over here, okay? Now, I kind of wish that they would have made those black, only because they would blend a little bit better. But, you know, it's in this one, it's kind of like a chrome look to it. So you really can't see them because they are kind of small. But anyway, let's go over this. Now, remember, if you're just jumping to this part of the video, the sound fonts that are installed on this came from Kyberphonics. I bought them, installed them myself and everything. So don't expect to buy this from Nsabers with the sound fonts that you hear in this video, because they're not going to come with it, all right? So, and again, the link's in the description below if you guys want to get the Kyberphonics, and you can buy the same sound fonts that I used. So here we go. So this is the Darth Revan. Now the NeoPixel blades, they do give you a purple color look, but they're not like deep purple. It's more of like a lavender color when you look at it. All right, but it's got a real nice brightness to it, and you can see that I added a real like a hum effect on the light, which is nice. Okay, you got blade clash, you got blaster bolts, you got the blade melt when you jab on something. And you also have a drag, which I'll show you when we get outside. All right?
My name's
Beodor. This one here has got kind of a cyan look to it. Again, really nice and bright, which I like. All right, which is really cool. Let me get back to Revan because I want to show you some of this other stuff.
I am Bastila Shan.
Here's the Bastila Shan. Very nice. Let me flip back over to Revan.
Darth Revan.
All right, so we're back at Darth Revan. So when you press and hold the power button for just a few, like second, half a second, then you get the music, which is dope. You hear that? And that's that Samuel Kim Darth Revan song, that epic song that plays, which sounds really cool. And they all do that, different ones.
My name's
I am Bastila Shan.
There you go. There's one for Bastila Shan, which is really neat. And you have different ones for different people.
My life is yours.
I love how it has that pre-on ignite that the sound fonts come with, and then you can take and make the blade do that, which is cool.
I am Juhani.
There goes a nice blue. And you can hear the way the sounds pretty good. It's got a real good hum to the speaker and everything, which I like. You know, and again, it handles really nicely, which is cool as well. All right. So let's take this thing outside. I'll give it a spin test, and then I'll let you know my final thoughts. All right. Let's get this knocked out real quick. So let's go over all of the effects you got. First off, you got gesture to turn on and turn off. All right, so you can turn it on like that. You can turn off. You could also use the power button to turn on, and it gets that nice like pre-on effect that happens, at least with this sound font and light package that I put on this one. All right. The secondary button gives you the blaster bolts. You got clash. All right, and if you hold down the button and hit, you get lock up. All right. If you press forward, you get the blade melt. All right, and if you jab down, you get blade drag. That's the basics of what you got right there. There are some other features, like you got like a lightning on some of them and different effects, sound fonts, and that kind of thing. All right, like right now, I think I'm already playing the sound font for this one. Yeah, there it goes. So you can turn that on and off by pressing the power button for like a second or so when you're doing that. So the first blade font that we have is Visus Mar, I think is what this one is. And it's a red lightsaber. I can't remember all the names of the characters, but that's what this one is. Feels pretty good.
I am Juhani.
Juhani. It's got a nice blue. It's got a really, really nice brightness. I love the brightness of this saber. Feels real good. Looks real good. Very, very nice. Really love the brightness, man. It's so cool. All right, let's see what else.
Aden Rand.
Aden Rand. It's got a yellow. There's the yellow look. Okay.
I'm Jolie Bindo.
Jolie Bindo. There's your green. And again, you can make this anything you want. All right.
Jedi.
Check out that one. I don't know which one this one is. I think it's like the Lord of Pain is what he called it. It's one of the Sith from it. It's got a really nice flaming sound. And I gave it kind of like that Kylo Ren flickering effect that it has, like the flame, the unsteady crystal.
The Exile.
The Exile. Another green.
watching you all stumble around this moon for a while, causing trouble.
Mira. Very nice.
I am Brianna, the last of the Jedi, and the one who will stand with you against all enemies who face us.
All right. Love the way that one starts. That is super cool. One thing I'm noticing as I'm messing around with it is that some of these parts here feel like they're coming loose, especially here at the very front of the emitter. So, talk more about that in a second. You can see this one changes to like a white as I spin it around. Darth Treya or Kreia. This one has like a purple, and I gave it a little bit of like I don't know what we call it, like a mood effect or something. It has like these little like bubbles that flow in there, kind of like lava lamp. That's what I was thinking about the word. This one is, I can't remember his name at the moment. It's got a nice sound to it. It does have a real good smooth swing on all of the sound fonts. So this is really well built. I really like the way the speaker sounds. All right, see what else we got.
This is Mikal. I have found the exile.
Cal, got another green. Ooh, that one hurt. Darth Malak. Ooh, see how that one started off? That was pretty dope. I like that. Let's do it again. Those prions are super cool. Darth Revan. All right, let's see how this one looks. So there is your purple. So it does have a purple hue to it, but like I said, it has more of like a lavender look when you're seeing it in person. It's really nice and bright. So almost like a white. Baildor. This one has kind of like a cyan color and a hum effect to it. Blinks a little bit more than some of the others. It does start to hurt my hand messing around with it though, because those fangs, they dig into your fingers. Kind of wish my fingers were a little bit longer. Bastilishan. Got a real nice gold yellow to this one. It's definitely a saber I would like to get as hers.
My apprentice, Darth Bandon.
Darth Bandon. I think this is the last one. And you got like a red. You saw right what it did right there though? It ignites and it has kind of like a white flare that happens just before it starts. Added that to all of these. So I thought it was such a cool effect to do. This thing is dope. And that's it. Teensy on that one. We're back to the very first. So really nice handling blade. Although it does feel a little painful when you're wheeling it around, but still really, really cool. All right, let's go. All right, I'm back. That was fun. A little bit painful on my hand too. So this is an awesome lightsaber. I definitely like this lightsaber over the Hasbro version, all right? Definitely like it a lot better than this one, just for the size of it and the overall look. I think it's really, really cool. It still is a little bit of a painful lightsaber to handle if your idea is that you want to take and use this for cosplay or for combat or something like that, because of these fangs. You really do need some long fingers for this lightsaber to really get a nice grip on it. As I was whipping it around outside, I did feel the weight of it, you know, because I'm holding it so far back, where I'm used to kind of holding it a little bit more forward on the near the emitter when I'm spinning it around. So that's something to take a note. One other thing that I noticed when I was working with it is that as I was spinning it around, this part of the emitter kept coming loose, and it's, you know, see how it kind of comes off right there, and then it makes that jangling sound, you know, after a while. So I think what I'm going to do with mine is probably add some like Loctite to it and then spin it back on so it stays on there pretty tight, because I really can't see a reason why I would want to disassemble that that way anyway, because all of the only disassembly I really need is back here to get the chassis out. But otherwise, really, really awesome saber. I do like this one a lot, and this is the one that's going to be in my collection. So let me know what you guys think about this Darth Revan lightsaber in the comments below. And until next time, may the Force be with you.